Hi, this is Leroy, and I own country in the city. Today I'm going to show you how to cook jambalaya. But before I show you how to do this jambalaya thing, let me tell you a little history about jambalaya. Jambalaya is a Creole dish brought by the Spanish to New Orleans in the late 18th century. Jamon is Spanish for ham. This rice dish is seasoned with cayenne pepper and initially contained only ham, tomatoes, peppers, and sausage. Creole cooks added shrimp, crab, and chicken. Today, jambalaya does not always contain ham, but usually has shrimp, crab meat, and may contain chicken, sausage, peppers, oysters, tomatoes, and other ingredients. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to make this jambalaya. It's a quick dish. It's an easy dish, and it seems so difficult. Now, all you need is one pot, okay? And we're going to turn up the stove on this pot. Okay, there we go. We want to start with a little heat under the pot. You always want to put some heat under the pot. So what we want to do is take 2 tablespoons of butter, or you can use olive oil if you want, okay? And I'm going to use butter. I like using olive oil for the health reasons, but for argument's sake, we're going to do the butter. Okay? And what you need is 2 teaspoons of butter. So you go put it in a pan, nice little saucepan or nice little pot. Okay? And you cut up your tomato, you cut up your vegetables. First, you'll start out with, depending on how many people you're going to have. If you're going to have a big gang, you'll want to do 2 onions. But we're going to do a small dish for a couple of characters coming by the house to watch the game. So I'm going to only do 1 onion, okay, and 1 green pepper. So that should be enough for at least 5 dishes. My vegetables are going to go in first. Then my second group of seasoning, which is going to be a teaspoon of parsley. It's going to be a teaspoon of chili powder, and just a swig of thyme, okay? And those are going to be my first seasonings that I am going to put in with the vegetables. So we're going to start the vegetables up right fast. We're going to start with the onions. The thing about onions and garlic, if you don't know how to cook and if you're a single guy and you want to attract that good-looking lady, or you're that good-looking lady, you want to attract that guy, all you got to do is put some onions and some garlic into a pot and let it boil, and it gives a great, great scent. So we're going to put these green peppers in, okay? And we're going to let them get nice and brown. Okay, and just stir them a little bit. Now today I'm going to only use shrimp. Now you could use chicken and shrimp, you can use sausage, you can add all these, but just for the heck of it, and since I'm sort of like a vegetarian and for health reasons, I'm just going to do shrimp. Okay, so what I do, I cut up my shrimp the night before, and I marinate it in Italian dressing, and that does the job. So as my vegetables are cooking here, and we're going to let this cook for just until it gets either brown or until the onions turn a little cellophane looking color, a little clear. Just a little clear, because we want to have enough time to throw that shrimp in. So we're going to put the shrimp in. Just go ahead and drop those little suckers in. And make sure you clean the shrimp and the vein and bad boys. Alrighty. And so we're going to just let them cook and turn a little color. Alrighty. And while that's cooking, You can either use fresh tomatoes and cut them up, but in this case, I'm going to use some canned tomatoes. They're going to be some chopped canned tomatoes. And I'm just going to have this can already open, because I like to move this real fast, because this is really a quick dish. When you look at it, it takes you about a good 10 minutes to do the shrimp and the vegetables. And then once that's done, then we'll add water and that sort of thing. So it takes maybe about probably less than a half an hour to do this, just to cook it. So I'm gonna pour this can of tomatoes in here, like so. Alrighty, it's one can down. And I always like to rinse my cans out before I throw them away to keep the bugs away. It's only good, it's only sanitary, so to speak. Alright, so much for that. This is why I keep my dish towel on my waist, so I can wipe my hands, gang. Okay? Now, let's stir these tomatoes and green peppers all in here. And we're gonna let this thing cook for about 10 minutes. Okay? So as that's boiling, what I want to do is, what we're going to start doing is getting our water ready for the rice. Okay? And so what I normally do is follow the instructions on the rice box. If it tells me if I wanted 4 servings of, for 4 servings, it takes 2.5 cups, or 2 3/4, or a quarter, 2 1/4 cups. I'll go with that to cook the rice with the vegetables, okay? So, let's see. Let's do this. Put my little water in here, like so. That'll be 1 cup. And how many servings? I have a couple people by, so I'm gonna do 2 cups of water. We're gonna bring that to a boil. Okay, it's going to come to a nice little running boil. Alrighty. Okay, so we're going to just use a cup of rice. Okay, and you can use brown rice, long grain, it doesn't matter. You can use any type of rice that suits your taste. Okay? And one of the things I'm going to do here, I'm going to start with the parsley. Usually I'll saute it with the shrimp and the vegetables, but since it's already done, we're going to do, say, a teaspoon of parsley. Okay? We're going to also take a teaspoon of chili powder. That on in, and we're gonna just do a little swig of thyme for the initial. Okay, just a little swig. Alrighty. Okay, now those are my first ingredients that I'm gonna put in, and I'm gonna take some bay leaves as well, just a couple of bay leaves. That's one. It's a broken one. Okay. And we're going to stir this little puppy up. It's coming to a nice little boil. Just what we need. Okay, so we're going to take our cup of rice and we're just going to pour it in. And we're going to stir it. Still let it come to a boil. Just to boil a little bit. Okay, still boiling a little bit because we want to turn this little number down to simmer. Okay, and it's coming to my little boil. Now, when it's coming to this boil, we're going to turn it down, let it simmer a little bit. We're going to put the top on it, let it simmer for about 5 minutes. We're going to let it simmer for about 5 minutes. So we're still turning around here, still cooking here, simmering, bringing the rice up. So what I'm gonna do, y'all don't try this at home, folks. I'm gonna rinse my spoon off right fast. And this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take a little of my cayenne pepper. I always use about a teaspoon to start. Okay? Alrighty. I'll put a little of that in there. And then I'm going to do about a teaspoon of black pepper and a little paprika. Okay? Just for the heck of it. I'm gonna make it a little spicy. I'm gonna leave out the black pepper this time. Alrighty, we're going to stir this and stir it until the rice comes up. But we're gonna put the top back on it so it can simmer like rice supposed to. But I'm gonna stir all of these spices in here. Alrighty. Smells good if I have to say so myself. Finally, 20 minutes later, it's done. Let's see. Ooh, this is just, it just smells too good. Okay, let me put some up here. I always like to test my product before the gang gets here. So let me test this product. Put a couple of them shrimp on there. Them swimp, as they say down home. Get some swimp. Okay, where's my fork? Okay. All righty. Let me see how this is. Boy, make you want to pat your feet. Just too good. Just too delicious. Now, y'all gonna have to come down and get some of this country in the city cooking. Because this is some real jambalaya. Come by, country in the city. Get that soul food. Too good.